Put my number out on her page that got 10 million followers. She did that. Putting everybody in our business, letting them know that me and Pap was together.
You're a piece of shit, Papoose. You really are. You have turned into a piece of shit. This, the gambling, the failures that you've had in your career or whatever that didn't pan out how you wanted to, you just turned 30 years old. You are a world champion. You are accomplished. You have made it from out the ghetto, from the slums, from the depths of Flint, Michigan. You don't got no kids. You have your whole life ahead of you. Well, why are you attaching yourself to this 47-year-old man that doesn't have anything going, has no career, no job, no income, except for the income that he's claiming off of your percentage because he's your manager?
Just a few days after Claressa Shields sat down for an interview and openly talked about her future plans with Papoose, everything seemed to fall apart. During that conversation, she sounded hopeful and excited. She spoke about wanting to slow down, start a family, and have a child with him in the coming year. Her words came across as confident and well thought out, like she truly believed she had found stability and love. She didn't sound unsure. She didn't hesitate. She spoke as someone who believed her future was secure. But almost immediately after that interview made its way around the internet, a completely different story began to spread. Reports surfaced claiming that Papoose had already been caught cheating. The contrast between what Claressa said and what people were now hearing was shocking. It felt sudden, cruel, and embarrassing, especially because of how fresh her interview was. The timing couldn't have been worse. Almost overnight, Claressa went from being admired to being criticized. Social media turned on her fast. People who once cheered her on started questioning her judgment. Many pointed out that she should have seen this coming. Others repeated a phrase that has followed situations like this for years: "You lose them the same way you get them." To the public, the situation looked painfully familiar. Papoose became involved with Claressa while he was still married to Remy Ma. Now, it appeared that he was walking away from Claressa in the same way he entered her life. That pattern made people feel like the ending was inevitable. From the outside, it seemed like Claressa believed Remy was only reacting out of bitterness and anger. And honestly, Remy probably was hurt. Anyone would be. But being hurt does not automatically mean someone is lying. Sometimes pain makes people speak the truth louder than ever. Remy had warned Claressa more than once. She said Papoose was not serious and that his intentions were not genuine. According to her, he wasn't looking for love. He was looking for support. She suggested that he stayed close to Claressa because she offered security, stability, and resources. Remy claimed that Papoose was struggling financially and leaned on Claressa to keep himself afloat. In her view, he attached himself to a woman who was successful, disciplined, and respected because it benefited him. Many people now feel Claressa ignored those warnings. However, some believe it's unfair to blame her completely, especially since she and Remy never had a friendly relationship to begin with. Months before the cheating rumors went public, Remy caused an uproar online when she released private messages between Claressa and Papoose. She said she found those messages on his phone while he was asleep in her bed. According to Remy, Papoose had fallen asleep during a phone call with Claressa and refused to leave her house. Remy claimed that when Claressa heard her voice in the background, she hung up immediately. Remy used that moment to embarrass her, saying it showed Claressa wasn't as fearless or confident as she liked people to believe. But Remy didn't stop there. She continued by saying Claressa wasn't the only woman involved with Papoose. She accused Claressa's public relations team of creating a false narrative that painted Claressa as innocent, Papoose as loyal, and Remy as unstable. According to Remy, she begged Papoose to come clean publicly and stop letting lies circulate. Instead, she said he told her to stay quiet. Remy also alleged that behind closed doors, Papoose spoke badly about Claressa, calling her unattractive and unappealing. She insisted she had proof to back up everything she was saying. Whether people believed her or not, the damage was already done. Before Remy exposed the situation, very few people even knew Claressa and Papoose were romantically involved. The revelation stunned fans. Many were confused. Others were angry. Some didn't know who to believe. Claressa did not stay silent. She responded online, firing back at Remy. She questioned how a woman with multiple partners could be angry at a man who had a girlfriend. She also asked why Remy continued tagging her in posts instead of addressing Papoose directly. That response only made things bigger. For an entire week, social media platforms were flooded with opinions. Everyone had something to say. Some people defended Claressa, arguing that she was manipulated. Others sided with Remy, believing she was finally exposing the truth. Many blamed Papoose for playing both women and creating chaos. First, Papoose said nothing. He stayed off social media. He didn't post a response. But eventually, he broke his silence. On Christmas Day, he posted a photo of Remy with her rumored partner, Easy the Block Captain. He claimed that while he was at home spending time with their daughter the previous year, Remy was with another man. He accused her of being dishonest and bitter, suggesting she couldn't accept the fact that he had moved on. He also claimed Remy begged him to hide a physical altercation involving Easy. According to Papoose, he knocked Easy out not because of the affair, but because Easy shook his hand while secretly being involved with his wife. That post made everything worse. Remy went live again, and this time she let everything out. She explained why she cheated and why she felt pushed to that point. She spoke directly to Claressa, saying Papoose had nothing going for himself and only chose her because she was reliable and financially secure. Remy accused Papoose of selling the public a fantasy love story. While fans believed he remained loyal during her prison sentence, she said he was cheating the entire time and even getting other women pregnant. She explained that she understood how things usually go when someone is incarcerated. When she came home, she immediately checked his phone and knew something was wrong. She recalled fighting other women at family homes and realizing she had been deceived for years. According to Remy, Papoose refused to admit publicly that they hadn't shared a bed since 2022 because he was obsessed with protecting a black love image. She said she stayed quiet out of respect, even though it caused her pain. She also addressed claims that Papoose was broke. She said people online love comparing money, even though they don't actually know what anyone has. Still, she insisted she paid for the house, covered expenses, and took care of their child. Remy then turned her frustration toward Claressa. She said she would never advise a young, successful woman to attach herself to an older man with no clear direction. She reminded Claressa of her achievements and questioned why she would settle for someone who, in her words, brought nothing to the table. Many viewers believed Remy went so hard because she didn't want Papoose to quietly walk away from their marriage without telling the full story. But she didn't get the last word. Minutes after her live ended, Papoose responded, angrier than ever. He claimed he paused his career to support Remy while she was incarcerated. He said that when she came home, she cheated repeatedly. According to him, he wanted the marriage to work, which is why they went to therapy. He said she broke every agreement they made. He denied being broke and said Remy often came to him for money. He also accused her of hypocrisy, claiming he wrote much of her music while she publicly criticized other artists for using ghostwriters. Papoose described draining his savings to support Remy. He said he paid for housing, storage, travel, and daily prison visits. He insisted he never missed holidays and took care of the family without working for over a year. He claimed cheating wasn't a one-time incident. He said he caught Remy multiple times and stayed for the sake of their child. He denied ever agreeing to see other people and accused her of lying publicly. He also admitted confronting Easy, saying he would have done the same anywhere he saw him. Papoose said he paid bills, bought gifts, and supported Remy financially. He criticized her focus on material things and accused her of lying about money problems. He also claimed he wrote most of her music during their relationship without taking credit or payment. Despite Remy's emotional delivery, some people now believe there was truth behind her warnings about Papoose using Claressa. Now, rumors are spreading that Papoose is already seeing another woman, someone younger than Claressa. No one knows where the rumors began, but the internet quickly turned them into jokes. What made the situation more painful was Claressa's interview resurfacing. She spoke about wanting children soon, staying healthy, and being active with her future family. Less than a day later, cheating allegations appeared. Now the drama continues to spiral. Opinions are split. Some think Remy embarrassed herself. Others believe she finally reached her breaking point. One thing is clear: private issues became public chaos. The biggest question now is Claressa. Will she stay? Or was this the wake-up call she needed? Only time will tell. What do you think? Did Claressa ignore the warnings? Was Remy telling the truth? And where does Papoose really stand in all of this? Share your thoughts because this story is far from finished.